Oh boy, why are you hanging up there? Look at Arena and Ryuji. What are they doing? Oh my goodness, so many things available. What is that one holding a gun at Haru? What is that? A building full of mystery. Okay. I want to look at skills, actually. How much, yeah, I was about to say, we should have gotten a decent amount of GP. We should do the talk first, because it'll give us more GP. We don't have any quests available, do we? No. Yeah, no. New stuff at the shop, you said? Like, why would I ever buy weapons instead of make weapons, though? At this point, right?
Stop by
I feel like buying weapons became irrelevant as soon as fusing personas into weapons became an option, personally. Let's do this talk so that we get the GP, and then we'll look at skill points on everyone. A building full of mystery. Woo! Finally, a breather. This place feels a lot different from the others we've been in. With Marie and Yoshiki, the metaverse was an entire country. But according to the rebels earlier, nothing else exists outside this building. Yeah, what does that mean? If what they said is true, it means the entire metaverse is this one building. A world comprised of a distorted school building filled with eerie doors. And inside those doors, a bizarre place crawling with Legionnaires. What a lame idea for a world. At least put some effort into the concept, you know? Making fun of your game design inside of your game does not excuse game design, but also, this is a neat idea for a world. So Futaba's like kind of in the wrong here. Being set in like a school setting where you go into evil doors and it's like a small pocket dimension with combat in it, that sounds like a pretty cool setup to me, especially when it's not the entire setup of the whole game. I bet there's another ruler here who's up to no good. What kind of evil mastermind do we gotta go against this time? Hold on, if this place is also part of Toshiro-san's heart, does that mean the ruler here is someone he knows? My bet right now is that it is Toshiro himself, and he was a dick to people in high school.
I'm sorry.
Sorry to disappoint, but I don't have a clue just yet. This place does give me a funny feeling, though, like I kind of know it, but don't at the same time. No need to force yourself. Just let us know when you remember something. Strangely, I feel the same way. I don't know why, but I've had this weird feeling ever since we got here. Oh, you know what? Actually, the evil one could be Arena. Maybe Arena is like there are two Arenas. Like, one of them is the good thoughts of Arena that Toshiro has, and one of them is the bad thoughts of Arena that Toshiro has. The only way that I can think of right now for Arena's entire storyline to be satisfactory to me personally is if Arena is similar to Yuki, where it's just the thoughts of someone Toshiro was close to in real life manifested in this weird metaverse world that he's got going on, but then we get a moment to see the real Arena in the real world after it's all done. But like, I don't know what else they can do with Arena to not just be, like, bad. If it's like, Arena is his persona, I'm gonna be like, that's stupid. If it's like, oh, Arena was just another figment of his imagination of someone who died or something, like how his mother was in that one kingdom, and now she's gone forever after the thing is over, then I'm gonna be like, well, that kinda sucks, didn't like that. If they do, oh, she was like a figment of someone who died or just like a figment of his imagination in some way, but now she gets to become a real person for some reason, I'm gonna be like, that's really stupid. So I'm super interested to see what they reveal about Arena by the end of this game, and if I will or will not think it's dumb by the end, because there is a lot of opportunity for me to think it's dumb. I don't know why, but I've had this weird feeling ever since we got here. If I'm being honest, I don't like how it feels at all. That's surprising coming from you, Arena.
Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to worry you all. I'm fine, really. I'm sure I'll get used to it soon. So this is a school, huh? You guys do you guys go somewhere like this almost daily, don't you?
Sounds good.
Well, it sort of looks like this, but a real one is much more crowded and lively. Oh, that sounds like fun. And there's all kinds of people there too, right? Yep, sometimes you get crummy teachers, sometimes you get nosy counselors. Don't forget a terrifying student council president. Ha, yeah, that too. Like a fearsome chief with a fist of steel. I don't know about all that. I only punish shadows and legionnaires. Yeah, you've never punished Ryuji before, sure. And juniors who don't know how to keep their mouths shut. Sorry, senpai. Ha! School sounds pretty exciting, huh, senpai?
Whatever.
I feel like that was a bit misleading. Anyway, the only clue we have to go on are those keys. Since we're in a whole new place now, it might be a good idea to plan our team formation. Yo, 3GP! Bum, bum, bum. All right, now I want to look at skills. We have a good chunk of GP. Ooh, baby Dewey. How much does Futaba need to get something after Final Guard? We're gonna want, whatchamacallit, because this raises voltage and SP. Way more useful than HP overall, I think, mostly because of the voltage raising. 50, then 80, then 100. All right, not too bad. Let's just go down the line. We got 39 on Akira. I still don't think that Trump card is all that useful. We probably just want to get godlike speed. We either want to up Mega or A Gown, or we just want to get to godlike speed. I don't know which though. I'm gonna take Hawkeye, and then we just need 21 to get godlike speed. So we basically need a quest that gives Akira 20 GP, and then we can get godlike speed, which is super useful. Yeah, and we buffed Phantom Judge all the way up. And then probably after we get godlike speed, we're gonna want to look at upping to May Gown / A Gown, I think. For the cat. Oh, you can get Dairahan. For the cat. Skill range by 1 square would be really good for the cat. 1 more GP. On, we can finally get you godlike speed, which is what we've been wanting. Stop and go is like fine, but we don't like need it. We do use Femme Fatale pretty often. But I also really just want to get on Agadyne and Maragadine and then start giving her burn boost. Especially because she has the skill range up. To be real with you. Yeah, I honestly think what I want to do next for On is get Agadyne, and then after we get Agadyne, we just go down to Maragadine. Maybe that will unlock this skill? I don't know if this skill is something you unlock in the story at some point, because that's how all the other locked ones kind of worked, or if this one actually unlocks when you max out your way to it down both of these skill trees. I'm actually kind of curious. Ryuji. Stop and go, and then godlike movement. Godlike speed, whatever. And these other skills are all kind of useless to me. Stop and go is fine, but I don't really care all that much about it. Raises attack, which is fine. KO'd automatically revive with 1 HP once per battle. Meh. We already got you all the way up on the Blitzkrieg. Haru, you have godlike movement already, or godlike speed, whatever, which is great. When attacking multiple targets, HP and SP restores proportional to the number is meh. I did give you the beat synergy +1. I could level that up again. We don't ever use Noble Lady's Invitation, and I don't like the idea of it anyway, just drawing in enemies. I feel like I don't like Psy skills either. I don't like hypnotizing. I just don't like hypnotizing in this game. I understand there is a use case for it, but I personally think it's lame. Which kind of opens us up to doing whatever we want with Haru. So honestly, yeah, beat synergy 3. When Haru is in combat, she just greatly increases everyone's attack. That seems pretty sick. And we might give her follow-up plus next, so she can be one of the follow-up characters. You have 44 right now, huh? You know, I could get Bufala and Bufudine and see if that unlocks whatever this is. We don't need godlike speed on Yusuke, but I would like to get it. Chance to knock down target when shooting from high ground is meh. We've never used like a Phantom. We can refund these after spending them. I want to see if this unlocks whatever that final skill is. It does not. It's still locked. Okay, so, undo. Because I don't really think you need Bufula and Bufudine when you have Mabufudine. Mabufudine only costs 12 more SP, and it just has bigger range and more damage, or no, the same damage. So yeah, if you have Mabufudine, we don't really need Bufudine. Like, I wouldn't mind getting Bufudine, but we don't need Bufudine. So probably we either buff Mabufudine more with Freeze Amp, or we start going down here because we don't need Broad Perspective, it seems fine. Or we could make it where you give more gun bonus. Let's get Trigger Synergy 1, and then because you have Mabufudine, let's get this, and then you're 1 GP away from Soul Repose 2, and we'll start working you towards godlike speed, because I mean, more movement is always good, even though Fox needs it the least, especially with his auto Masaku Kajo shenanigans. You could get Magical Mastery. You do have Frey Dine, so it definitely wouldn't be bad. Could level up Full Throttle. You could be another one of our whatchamacallit people, another one of our voltage users. Honestly, I think give me the Magical Mastery because skill distance is just really, really nice. And then next we'll probably look at Full Throttle or Vortex Boost, to be honest. Futaba needs to get to 50, and then Arena. I think above all else, I want your ambush to be better. We never use emergency support. We should sell that to get more. I could just get you upgraded ambush right now, which is pretty pog. In fact, I'm gonna. That just seems super worth it. And then next, we probably work towards godlike speed. Yeah, oh, and you have Flag of Freedom ++. I didn't realize that you got the highest level of that. All right, there we go. That was a very productive skill gain. Very productive indeed. So, mission time.
All right, let's set out.
I can never get in the right mood for this stuff in my normal outfit. Hope it kicks in when the time comes.
The courtyard is over on the other end of this floor. There's no time to waste. Ready, set, go! Best of luck in battle!
Man, these guys. I can't tell if they're gung-ho or just bossy.
We'll continue our own preparations here for the final battle with that awful tyrant.
Let's move out. We've got a key to track down.
I feel like it's gotta be Toshiro. Toshiro himself has to be the tyrant, or it could maybe be whoever Arena was in the real world. But like with how heavy they're going on, like, oh, such an awful person, they suck. It's the classic like, oh yeah, this person is awful, they're terrible. Oh wait, it's your friends. You know, it's pretty straightforward.
I wonder which part of the building we're in now. Still the first floor would be my guess.
I don't know about you guys, but isn't this place a vibe?
What?
You know, not shadows or legionnaires, that other scary stuff.
Wait, no, you don't mean...
Something getting to you?
Oh, it's nothing major. My mind keeps coming back to one thing. Don't the beings here seem more riled up than the ones in the last two kingdoms? Could there be a reason behind it?
If so, then my money would be on your recent change of mindset.
Yo, Toshiro's voice actor, he got a little closer to the mic for that last line.
I mean, if this world does exist in your heart, it'd make sense for changes to your state of mind to influence the place.
This annoys me even more, is when they take moments like this to bring up, like, yeah, this is like a state of your mind, and the rebels are affected by you because they're not real people or anything. Oh, but also, about 30 minutes ago, we were all acting really sad and horrified when the fake people that we know were influenced by Toshiro's mind were being treated badly. Like, what? It's such a weird dissonance to me in the storytelling. Like, the Phantom Thieves only care about taking note of like, yeah, these are like fake people affected by Toshiro's like mindset and all, when they want to like get deep on like, oh, how does that relate to like, how is this related to Toshiro and all? But when it comes to like being smart and being like, oh yeah, these people like aren't real, so like them like their town being lit on fire like doesn't matter because this place is fake and is most likely not going to exist anymore by the time we're done with this. And it's, you know, I don't like it basically.
Oh, so it's because Toshiro decided he was going to fight back?
And it all mostly goes back to how in Persona 5 they do it right. Because, you know, like when they're going through Okumura's palace is the first one that comes to my mind, and they get to the end of the factory where they see all of the rundown workers being thrown into a fire and all, they're horrified by it. And you could apply the same logic, like, well, those people aren't real or whatever. But there's a difference in that Okumura, it's his cognitive world, so he sees it that way, which means he is treating the real-life equivalent of those people like trash. He might not be directly throwing them into a fire in the real world, but he is effectively doing something on that level because that's how he sees them, how little he cares about them. And that's how you, like, feel the like, man, this is awful, that's terribleness of it and all, and it really affects Haru and the other characters when they see it. In this game, it makes no sense, because all they're seeing is fake people who have no real-world equivalents, who are just how Toshiro perceives they would perceive him or perceive other people, which basically, at the end of the day, means almost nothing. At least in terms of seeing them having troubling stuff happen to them. Especially because even if you look at it from the perspective of, oh, well, if Toshiro perceives that his dad treats these people like slaves, then his dad probably treats people really poorly in the real world. Yeah, sure, but like, you're not seeing the actual truth of his cognition, and also on top of that, like, changing, like, defeating Yoshiki in this world does nothing to change that in the real world. You're not, like, changing Yoshiki's heart or making him pay or anything like that and whatnot. And also, like, you know, the main thing is in the main game, the characters never, like, they never had a moment where, like in Kamoshida's Castle, the example I used earlier, in Kamoshida's Castle, Ryuji on instinct, when he saw the volleyball dudes getting abused, was like, we have to do whatever we can to save them. And then Morgana explained to him, like, no, we don't, because they're not real. Doing that won't accomplish anything, because they're cognitions. What we need to do is change the dude's heart and get out of here. And then the thieves were like, you're right, that's what we should do. But then in this game, when they see cognitions being treated poorly, they're like, we have to drop everything we're doing to help them and potentially put ourselves in more danger to do it. Which just goes completely against the entire, like, narrative of the first game when it comes to cognitions. And other people probably won't care that much about that, but to me, it's really annoying. I find it really annoying.
It stands to reason. Once Toshiro was emboldened, so were the other beings.
He's gone from the runaway old-timer to the sorta defiant old-timer.
Well, being around you criminals was bound to toughen me up a bit.
You really had the spine of a block of tofu when we first met, didn't you, Tofu-ro?
Irina, you still need to grow up a bit yourself. Aren't you roughly the same age as these kids? You need to learn to respect your elders, or life is going to be...
Yeah, I know.
Why, you... I'm not putting up with this anymore.
Good grief. Those two haven't matured at all, have they? Okay, enough of this for now. We've got work to do.
Yeah, let's do what we gotta do to find our ticket out of here.
Is this the right place?
This can't be. A rather pleasant courtyard. One could easily find a place to sit back, relax, and enjoy a bento.
Dreaming of food even now, Inari? I could go for lunch myself, but we've got that to take care of first. Yeah, that. I'm sure some other fresh hell awaits us on the other side.
But the rebels told us that's where the key is, right?
Along with a heap of Legionnaires too, no doubt. Time to work up an appetite.
Let's do it.
Right. Whatever's on the other side, I'll make short work of it.
Damn, Makoto! Those Legionnaires don't scare you at all like some other stuff, huh?
Sometimes Ryuji just wants to be kicked in the face.
Hello, Earth to Toshiro. Something bugging you?
Oh, it's nothing. I could swear... Where have I seen this place?
Okay, folks. On the count of 3, like last time.
That was Toshiro thinking, but he spoke what? They used the thought bubble for like when a character is thinking for that dialogue, but they still had Toshiro's mouth move like he was speaking aloud. What?
1, 2, 3.
My eyes!